Can alien abductions be explained as episodes of sleep paralysis? So let's get into it. Sleep paralysis is in fact the most likely explanation offered to theories of aliens abductions, of course. The basic argument goes that a mix of popular culture and an active subconscious make for surreal out-of-body experiences, especially when people wake up with a body still under sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis is already associated with the old hag syndrome. An alien abduction syndrome could just be contemporary manifest of the same. And the best explanation I have read in this regard from one of the biggest, most vocal rationalists of our generation is this book by Richard Dawkins. And the book is The Magic of Reality. But firstly, let's get into it. What is sleep paralysis? First, to understand this, you need to know that sleep paralysis is entirely natural. And it really isn't anything to worry about, obviously. Anyways, when we sleep, our bodies releases GABA and glycine, which relaxes the skin muscles to the point of the mobility during sleep is called intona, and it keeps us from kicking and thrashing about while we dream. If a person should become cautious during intona, then we call it sleep paralysis. We normally do not become cautious during intona, but if a person is experiencing sleeping problems, then that may occur. And I feel like we all experience sleep paralysis at some point in our life. For example, me personally, I experienced it at least once, and it was last year, and it wasn't that long. So, but nonetheless, this might be the answer for everyone. Others might have different opinions and different theories. Like one, there are extraterrestrial forces in our world that are taking men, women, and children against their will. And many of these abductions undergo the most horrible and traumatic experiences possible, including rape and torture. These things are happening and have been happening for a long time. These extraterrestrial forces that are in our world are covertly interfering in human affairs in the most unethical ways that are dangerous to human freedom. Yet, most people are not even acknowledging the fact that aliens exist, let alone that they are here and with the agendas that threaten humanity. And this is all just by a book. I would suggest you guys to check it out. So moving on from that, now we're going to get into aliens abductions and read stories of it and see how we can connect this to sleep paralysis. For example, I'm going to read a story right now of 100% real alien abduction. Let's get into it. I have a 94-year-old German neighbor, Hedwig, that lived through the Holocaust, an amazing woman, mentally with 100%. One afternoon she told me that she wanted to tell me something, but she was afraid. I would not believe her because her children did not believe her. I told her she could tell me anything, and she told me that 2 nights ago she had waken up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and there were several great beings in the bedroom, one sitting on her nightstand beside her bed. She said she was not sure what to do. She got out the bed and asked them if they were hungry. Then she walked into the kitchen and called 911. Then walked into the living room and opened the front door to wait for them. The police had arrived and searched her house. Nothing found. Suggested that she has been hallucinating, of course, at 94 years old, and asked if she was on any meds. She was insulted and told them that she has never hallucinated and that she takes the same 2 medications she has for years. She told her children that blew it off. I myself believe her when I asked her to describe it. She said they were small, gray, with no hair, and they had big bug eyes. Now I wish I would have recorded what she had experienced. I don't think it was her first encounter with them. Only an encounter she remembers. Okay, so now from observing that story and seeing where we can connect, right? Alien abductions usually happen at night. That's a fact. It always happens at night, always when people are sleeping. And when people are sleeping, what do they usually get? Sleep paralysis. So what if that, possibly when people claim to be abducted, could it just be sleep paralysis, right? Hallucinating. Like I said, you see demons, you see all these creatures that are just demonic, right? And this goes back. So So I was trying to say that, you know, when you sleep, your body releases GABA and some other chemicals, right? It opens this new reality, right? So what if it's just, you know, you're just looking, you're seeing things, and it's not really there, but it feels real, right? And what if it's just that, and people are just hallucinating, right? Or it can just be simply they're being abducted, period. There's no explanation, you know, it can be or it cannot. And the second possibility is that the mass hysteria generated by UFO sightings may have given rise to such delusion in some individual with fragile mindset. For them, hallucinatory outpourings from their minds are equivalent to reality as they perceive it. Now on to the third possibility, which is more practical. Or simply, you know, they just want attention, you know, they want to be famous, you know, they just want the money flow. You get it? And the fourth explanation to this is the reports of these alleged encounters that could have been fabricated by UFO enthusiasts to press forward their claim of Earth having been and continuing to be visited by aliens from outer space and want a, you know, conspiracy, you could say. Now coming into the symptoms of people who have been abducted, have said and claimed many of those who have claimed to have been abducted has sunburn on their skins. That likely causes for their same or many and not necessarily alien abductions is satisfaction. And a second symptom is a loss of time. Some people have reported having lost some hours without them being aware of it. Memory regression session conducted by professionals have brought out their extraterrestrial adventures with aliens that were locked up in their subconscious mind. Or simply, just don't believe in aliens at all. You know, it's all bullshit, and it's just hallucination, which can go hand in hand with sleep paralysis. For example, if I felt as I was floating about 6 feet above my bed, and then began rotating around like a pig on the split, I had no control over this and would swear I was not asleep. Being paralyzed, cannot move a muscle or shout intensely. So that says a lot. Or the most, I guess, common answer to this is that it's just paranormal experiences, just like, you know, aliens, ghosts, all of these folklores, you know, all of these stories that Bigfoot, you know, the list goes on. You know, humans have always been tendencies towards the paranormal or supernatural, believing that they have seen or heard entities other than that everyday here and now. Or maybe it was just a fleeting object from the corner of one's eye in the fog or deep dusk just before dark while rowing in a boat on the sea near an island. Or maybe it just happens between waking and sleeping in one's bed. Science fiction and fantasies take advantage of these not quite their moments of our brain encouraging beliefs in paranormal. Something sleep paralysis occurs between waking and sleeping when muscles are slack. Speech movement possible for a few seconds a minute. And of course, on the internet, you can find images where so-called aliens are caught on camera, but you know, you question it, and it could all just be bullshit. But yeah, you know, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment. Me personally, I think that, you know, the human brain and body is just so fucking interesting. You have so many things that we don't even know of. You know, how do we know, you know, what we see, you know, what exactly you're seeing in this reality? So just, you know, gets you really thinking. It's just so interesting to, you know, just keep learning more about this, and you know, what do you guys think about this?